Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama युगधर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्री वाल्मीकि रामायण की जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलम् श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणं रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतां। If I'm not wrong, last time also, just before Ram Navami, I was here. And I spoke about Sita, Ram's wife, marriage of Sita and Ram, yeah? I'm doing Kirtan, I felt I was here. Yes. So last time when I came here, last month, devotees said we are depressed because of your class. So today we'll have it a little. Today morning I spoke on 10 instances of Sharanagati from Ramayana for the boys from morning 7:30 to 9. Now I have an opportunity again to speak about Ramayana. Evening again in Indranagar I will be speaking about Ramayana. It's a great opportunity, as I always keep telling. Just now while coming, I saw an old lady, so hot outside. I came on the bike, it was so hot. An old lady who was selling buttermilk with white hair and very old. I was wondering that I'm going to a center which has AC and I'll be comfortably sitting on my favorite Vyasasana. So I was thinking that for the facilities that Lord has given me, how should I reciprocate? As of now, my service is to speak. So I was thinking I should speak for His pleasure. Yes, that will be a little reciprocation from my side for the facilities that He has given. And specifically for all of you also, when we are hearing Krishna Katha, and when we hear it attentively, it's a reciprocation from our side for everything that Lord has given. It's a gratitude that we express when we hear attentively. Yes. And Lord is so merciful that we are expressing gratitude, but Lord also, He does not wait from His side. He has already done a lot, but then He does not wait. He says that, okay, you are doing this for me, I will also do more for you. And therefore He enters our heart and starts cleansing our heart. Shrinotam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Tridhantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti surat satam. He cleanses our heart. Therefore, this opportunity of hearing Krishna Katha, Ram Katha is very glorious. Opportunity to speak Krishna Katha and Ram Katha is very glorious. And that nourishes the devotees. One question to begin with. When did Ram Leela take place? In which day of Brahma? This day of Brahma did happen or no? No, okay, let me make it more simple. Currently, which Manvantara is going on? Manvantara number 7, correct. And in that Manvantara, which Divya Yoga is going on? 28th Divya Yoga, correct. So Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya appeared in 28th Divya Yoga. So when did Lord Ram appear? Which Divya Yoga did he appear? And the answer is not 28. Srila Rupa Goswami, he writes in Laghu Bhagavatamrit that 24th Divya Yoga Lord Ram appeared, not in this Divya Yoga. And Lord Ram, when he appears, obviously Supreme Lord, he appears. But then the personalities who come with Lord Ram, that is Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughna. So in some days of Brahma, they are none other than the Chaturvyuha expansion. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And in some day of Brahma, the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, they appear, it seems, with Lord Ram. So in this way, in different Divya Yugas, the Lord performs different pastimes with his different expansions. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is commenting and he's saying this to all of us, that how wonderfully Lord performs his pastimes. Now when Lord performed his pastimes in this day of Brahma, 24th Divya Yuga, so Lord Brahma, he was very happy, extremely happy. And then he thought that this should be documented somewhere. So I was very astonished to read that Lord Brahma, he documented this entire Ram Leela or Ramayana in 1 billion verses. 1 billion verses. I hope everyone knows how many zeros are there in 1 billion. It's 1 billion verses. And then when he documented it, how did he document? He spoke it to various personalities, where Narad Muni was also present. So Narad Muni heard the entire Ram Leela, entire Ram Katha he heard. Now Lord Brahma had a desire that people on the earthly planet should also get this. See these great personalities, after all Lord Brahma is our founder Acharya of the Parampara, Brahma Parampara. Naturally these great personalities, these great devotees. By the way, for your information, the Brahma of this Yuga, or I should say the Brahma at this time, is a pure devotee Brahma. Not every time the Brahma is a pure devotee. But this time, this Brahma is a pure devotee of the Lord, always in the mood of service, serving the Lord for his pleasure, and he has a parampara in which we also come. So these great personalities, they always have this desire that somehow or the other people should get delivered. All the conditioned souls should get delivered, all of us. And therefore, they endeavor a lot. They try their best to propagate the knowledge of Krishna consciousness. Same is the case with Vyasadeva, by the way. This is told by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Maya Mugdha Jivera Nahi Swata Krishna Gyan. When it comes to all of us conditioned souls, by our own self we cannot get Jnana of Krishna. Sambandha Gyan we cannot get. Jivera Gripaya Kaila Krishna Veda Puran. Just for us, the Vedas and Puranas were given. Vyasadeva documented it for all of us. And here, Brahma is thinking that somehow or the other, even the people from early planets should get it. Then he was thinking that will these people read 1 billion shlokas? 700 shlokas people struggle. 1 billion shlokas. And therefore, Lord Brahma, he decided that at least summary of Ram Katha should be given to people in the lower planetary system, especially us in this earthly planet. Can you imagine? Summary itself is big. Imagine the original Katha. Imagine the original Katha. Yes. Where did you put this? Yes. And so wonderful when it comes to Srila Prabhupada. Look at the mood that is coming in the parampara. The mood that Brahma has, the selfless mode of giving this knowledge to us. The same mode is carried forward in the parampara. Therefore, we say in parampara, the mood gets carried forward. And here, Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, the savior of our life. Did Prabhupada save you or no? Yes. Oh yes, andar se aata. You see, have you noticed that? It comes from within. At least for me, I was swimming in the gutter somewhere. Prabhupada came, he picked up and then he removed all the potty and urine that was stuck on my body. He gave me a bath and now he's put me here to do some service. Prabhupada saved all of us. And one of the important ways in which Prabhupada will continue saving people for the next 10,000 years is through his books. There was no need for Prabhupada to write these books. Even when he was there on his deathbed, last few days, and still he is giving commentary to 10th canto, 13th chapter, last shloka, 64th shloka. He is giving the purport. This is the mood because they have that compassion, natural compassion. It is described that those personalities who own the treasure of Krishna Prem, how will people in general get to know that they have Krishna Prem? That is known through their compassion, what they exhibit in this world. So Krishna Prem is exhibited in the form of compassion when they distribute this knowledge of Krishna consciousness. And look at Prabhupada. It's very difficult to imagine also. For us, if we sleep 1 hour less than normally what we sleep, at least for me, I get headache and then eyes are reddish and all that. Prabhupada would sleep for 2 hours. It's very touching. Just for 2 hours he would sleep and rest of the entire night he would continue writing Bhaktivedanta purports so that all of us can understand them. What is the next level of mercy that Prabhupada has shown unto all of us is? See what Prabhupada has done, he has taken the commentaries of all the acharyas, all the prominent acharyas, and he has put it in Bhaktivedanta purports in such a wonderful way that even a neophyte can understand. Even on the street, if someone picks up Bhagavad Gita and he reads, he'll understand something at his level. And a great scholar, say a person who is PhD in Sanskrit or whatever, when he picks up, he is also able to appreciate. Because I was hearing that there are 6 schools of thoughts. Mimamsa, etc., etc. So Prabhupada very logically and systematically refutes all that, it seems, in his purports. Have you all noticed that? I have also not noticed. Uske liye padhna padega, what are the 6 schools of thoughts? And then how Prabhupada is refuting all that. And this all comes from Srila Jiva Goswami. This comes from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Baldev Vidyabhushan and so on. So this is what Prabhupada has done. He knows that all of us, we are like those toddlers without teeth. We cannot chew the grains that is given by the previous acharyas. Prabhupada has taken all those grains and powdered it and mixed it with whatever milk and sugar, and then he's feeding all of us. But we are such naughty kids. Prabhupada is feeding, we spit it out. Yes. But anyways, on a serious note, this is the level of compassion that Srila Prabhupada has shown, and this is what we see in the Param Acharya of this parampara, that is Brahma. Brahma wanted that this knowledge or this Ram Leela should be distributed on this planet to everyone, but not in the original form, in the summarized form. Summary has how many shlokas, Ramayana? What we have on this planet. How many shlokas is there, Ramayana? No, not one. 1 lakh is, if I'm not wrong, Mahabharata. That is Bhagavatam, 18,000 Bhagavatam. 700 mat boliye, that is Bhagavad Gita. Yes. 24,000 shlokas. Yes, 24,000 shlokas. Ramayana with 24,000 shlokas. So in this way, when it comes to Brahma, he was thinking whom to choose, who can act as an instrument to give the summary to this world. At that time, he chose Valmiki, great sage Valmiki Mahamuni. What was speciality of Valmiki? Valmiki Muni would always constantly chant the holy names of Lord Ram, constantly. For how many years did he do that? For several thousands of years he was chanting the holy names of Lord Ram. Now if someone is chanting the holy names of the Lord for such a long time, naturally the heart will become purified. So when the heart becomes purified, the person is eligible to act as a right instrument in the hands of Hari Guru Vaishnavas. For us, both you and me, it is difficult to act as a perfect instrument in the hands of Hari Guru Vaishnavas. They are holding us, we are the pen, they are holding us, they want to write Ram. But we instrument will change that in between, Ravan. We will write Ram. So why is it that we are not able to act as proper instrument? Because our hearts are not clean as of now. Yes. But then one hope that is given to all of us is, if we continue chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you like it, you don't like, doesn't matter. If we continue chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra for years together, for decades together, this has to happen. That is cleansing of the heart has to happen. And that day will come when we'll also be pure-hearted. And we'll also become an amazing instrument. But for that, that patience should be there, that what I'm doing is correct. Look at him, how was he chanting for thousands of years, the holy names of Lord? Something should be there in the holy name, which we are not able to unlock. And that is our problem. But holy name has all the treasure in it. So here it's very clear that Valmiki, for thousands of years, he was chanting the holy names, and therefore he was chosen. So now when Brahma chose Valmiki, Brahma didn't go. He sent Narad Muni. You go and do the needful. So Narad Muni went to Valmiki. So as soon as Valmiki saw Narad Muni, he was very happy. And Valmiki already had a lot of questions in his heart. He wanted to ask a lot of questions. As soon as he saw such a great sage has come, Narada Muni has come, he immediately asked a very important question, which is the beginning of Ramayana. He asked, who is the Supreme Being? Is he a demigod or is he Sakshat Narayan himself? Who is he? And with this question begins the entire Ramayana. So Narada Muni spoke the summary of Ram Leela. From Balkand to Uttarakand, all 7 cantos in summary. He didn't give details. He gave a summary. So this summary you can find in the first chapter of Balkand, the first canto of Ramayana. So now, after giving the summary, he left. Narada Muni left. And Valmiki was very happy. He heard the entire Ram Leela. Can you imagine directly hearing from Narada Muni? Yes, such a wonderful thing that will be. And Valmiki heard it directly from Narada Muni. And now, after hearing the summary of Ramayana, Valmiki, he was very ecstatic and he was meditating on it. It was a time to take bath. So Valmiki, along with his disciple, whose name was Bharadwaj, so both of them, they started walking towards the river. A river called Tamasa Nadi. It seems Tamasa Nadi was near Ganga. They're walking towards that. So Bharadwaj Muni was carrying the tree bark, and he was carrying a pot of water, empty pot to fill water. So all that he was carrying. So they came to a spot of Tamasa Nadi. There Valmiki stood and he looked inside the river. And there specific spot he found where there was no mud below. It was crystal clear water. Because normally, if we see any river, there's a lot of mud down. But there was one spot where there was no mud. It was crystal clear water that was visible. And Valmiki said to his disciple that you can keep the pot here and give my Angavastra. His Angavastra was towel. That was the tree bark. So he wore that. And then he was about to enter the waters. So at that time, Valmiki was looking around. It was a dense forest, very beautiful. He was looking around. And on one tree, he found a couple, a bird, two birds, lovebirds. And the species was Crauncha. The name was Crauncha species, Crauncha birds. They were sitting. And both were having very, very wonderful time. They were having very melodious, loving songs. And just with their mood, Valmiki was able to make out that they were overcome by the desire of mating. Now Valmiki was observing that. Suddenly Valmiki saw on the other side, there was a hunter standing. And when Valmiki was looking at the hunter, he removed the arrow and shot the arrow. And that arrow directly went and hit the male bird, and the male bird fell down in the pool of its own blood. And the female bird, it was crying very, very piteously. Who is watching all this? And you and me. All of us. Yes. Valmiki was watching all this. Tell me, what was the reaction of Valmiki? Angry, sad, happy, neutral? Neutral? Not what you all say. Sad. Actually, it was not just this. Valmiki was angry. He was very angry. And here, very beautifully, in the first chapter, or second chapter of Ramayana, the shloka comes. Please repeat. Tataha karuna vedatvad adharmoyam iti dvijaha nishamya rudati crouching idam vachanam abravi. So when this twice-born sage Valmiki, when he saw the hunter, he saw the crouchy, that is a female bird, crying so piteously. At that time, compassion aroused from his heart. He was angry and he uttered the following words. Now see, Valmiki is angry and he is speaking this. So we should also speak in the same way. Okay, everyone? Is it displayed? This is the shloka of Ramayana. Ma nishat pratistham tvam agama shashvati savaha yat krauncha maithunadekam avidhi kama mohitam. He just uttered a curse. Curse. Looking at the hunter, he cursed the hunter. So can you imagine Valmiki is cursed? Valmiki said, Ma nishat pratistham tvam agama shashvati samaha. For many, many years to come, you will never be fixed in any state of enjoyment. You will never be happy in life. I curse you. Now the hunter might say, Maine kya kiya? At that time he's saying, Yat krauncha maithunadekam avadhi kama mohitam. You have killed the krauncha bird who was overcome by sex desire. The desire for mating. See, now the question comes. Hunter might say, come on, I am a hunter. My Kula Dharma is to hunt. So why, what offense did I commit? That you're cursing me like this? Everyone hunts. Even Lord Ram in Ramayana, 4th canto, Kishkinda Kand, if I'm not wrong, Kishkinda Kand, he killed someone hiding in the bushes. Who? Vali. He killed Vali. Vali is a monkey, animal. So when someone is hunting, you can kill. If you're in the forest, if you're a hunter, you can kill. So what is the problem? But here, the sage cursed for a specific purpose. The sage cursed him because it was adharmic to kill the bird. Which bird? The bird that was overcome by desire for mating. You cannot kill such an animal. And in Mahabharata also this happens. Tell me where. Anyone? Someone killed the male. Very good. Yes, Pandu. So Pandu and Pandu alone. He had gone to the forest, and there two deers were mating. And Pandu he shot the arrow, and the male deer was killed. And then later he got to know that it was a sage and his wife. They were disguised as a deer, and they were having the fun time there. And his name was Kindama. Kindama Rishi was killed, and at that time Pandu was cursed. Next time, whenever you go to have intimate association of your wife, you will die at that spot. And that's how Pandu died when he approached Madri for an intimate association. So at that time in Mahabharata, this line comes that animal, who is overcome by the mode of mating, that animal to be killed is actually sinful, hence established. So whatever curse Valmiki gave, it is valid. That's the point. It is valid. Now what happened is, all this was over. Hunter was cursed. I don't know if Hunter heard also. He just left. Crauncha bird was dead. That female bird is crying. Now, Valmiki uttered the curse so angrily. Now at this point, it is described that Valmiki started thinking, what did I say? And he started analyzing what he spoke. And he saw that there were 4 lines to this curse. And each line had equal number of syllables. And he realized, Arey Baba, this is a shloka. This can be sung. This can be sung on a stringed instrument. And then he remembered what he uttered. Manishat pratistham tvam agama shashvati samaha yat krauncha maithunadekam avadhi kama mohitam. Valmiki uttered this once from his mouth. Second time he's thinking in his mind. Who was there around him at that time? Bharadwaj Muni was there. His own disciple was there. Can you imagine? Valmiki uttered it once and Bharadwaj Muni had memorized it. PPT nikalo puchta hu yahan kitne log. We chanted it twice. Yes. He just heard it once and Bharadwaj Muni memorized it. And he told his Guru Maharaj, I have memorized the shloka. And Guru Maharaj was extremely happy. I was just wondering, this is called as advanced people. Not that having a phone which is very advanced, having a big chatterbox which is very advanced, having a car which can do many things is advanced. No, that's not advancement. Advancement is this. Look at him. He Shrutidhar. He heard it once and he remembered it. Just a tangent. I'm remembering while coming on the street, I saw an hoarding. So many sheep were there on that hoarding, and the line was, "Why all villas should look the same?" You can customize your villa. I was wondering, this is advancement. Sare sheeps ka photo laga. See, when it comes to us in the modern day, if you really want to talk about advancement, what to look at is that consciousness. Look at the consciousness of people. Forget about others. Let's talk about ours. Look at our consciousness. How degraded the consciousness is. And see, when the consciousness goes down, even the memory power and everything else gets affected. Now, suppose if you want to remember something, it is so troublesome, isn't it? Then make a note here, there, sticky note, stick here, there, still we forget. Sometimes people have the specs here and search all around the house. Where is my specs? Where is my specs? It was so funny. One day I was holding the mobile in my hand and searching, where is my mobile? Where is my mobile? And one of the brahmacharis said, Prabhuji, ye kiska mobile haath mein? See, this world is full of disturbance, and naturally you're so disturbed, our consciousness is so low. So such memory power is very difficult. Very difficult. Kitna bhi badam kha lo, kuch farak nahi padta. Yes. And look at this Bharadwaj Muni, ek baar bola wo bhi gusse mein. And he was able to memorize it, he remembered it. to an extent that he was able to speak it out. And Valmiki, Guru Valmiki was very, very happy with him. Now Valmiki is happy. Bharadwaj Muni is remembering the shloka. Something was special about the shloka. He is also contemplating on the shloka. Valmiki is contemplating on the shloka. Then Valmiki, anyways, was ready to take bath. He entered the waters, clean waters. He took bath there. And then he came out. Then our Bharadwaj Muni simultaneously got the pot filled, the water pot filled. And both of them, they started walking. They started walking towards the ashram. Valmiki Muni is contemplating on what he uttered. This cannot be normal shloka for sure. There's something. What is it? What is it? Both of them, they reached the ashram. After reaching the ashram, Valmiki was speaking different subject matters to his disciple Bharadwaj Muni. But internally, he is thinking about the shloka. At the same time, Narada Muni had gone and he had told Brahma that I have done my service. Now see what you want to do next. So Brahma said, now I will go. And Brahma came to the ashram of Valmiki Muni. So it is described that Brahma, as soon as he came to the ashram, Valmiki Muni, he got up. And immediately he started receiving Lord Brahma. How did he receive? Pujayamas tam devam Padyarhyasana vandanai Pranamya vidivakchainam Prishtva namayam avyayam. Anyone memorize the shloka? All of us in Kaliyuga, no problem. So what did he do? Pujayam asatam devam padya arghya asana vandanai. He immediately invited Brahma and he worshipped him. How did he worship? He gave padya. Padya means water to wash the feet. You might have seen while doing Abhishek, the pujaris do, they take Achman cup and then show it near the feet and put the water down. Show it to the hands, put it down. That's what. So he gave water for washing feet, Padya. Then he gave water for washing hands, Arghya. And then he gave Asan to sit. So in this way, after Lord Brahma sat, Valmiki Muni started offering prayers. Such a great personality. And then he went on and on and on. Vandanai. He did Vandanai. Then Brahma instructed Valmiki, sit down, sit here in front of me. And as soon as he received the order, Valmiki sat immediately. So now Brahma is sitting, Valmiki is sitting. Now imagine such a great personality, such a effulgent personality sitting in front of you. At that time, since Valmiki was affected by some event, he was absorbed in that event. He again went back. Now Brahma is sitting, he is there and mentally he is thinking. What is he thinking? He is thinking, oh, that hunter, he killed that male bird and that female bird was crying so piteously. And at that time, he again uttered the shloka. Manishad pratishtham tvam agama shashvati samaha yat krauncha maithunadekam avadhi kama mohitam. Memorize. अरे लास्ट तक एटलीस्ट लास्ट में तो कोई मेमोराइज कर लो. See, even with us, you see, when we meet with some incident that takes place in our life, be it a very happy one or be it a very traumatic one, and say we are sitting in the class, those events go on and on and on. Say the speaker, he speaks one word related to that incident. That is enough. That is like the play button, and then everything starts. Everything starts. I'm sure that there is no other video going on in your mind. You're hearing me. But normally, it so happens that we are so engrossed in this material world that somehow the other incident that comes up, and we are not able to take maximum benefit of the opportunity to hear Krishna Katha. Brahma is sitting and Valmiki is immersed. He is immersed and he is contemplating on the shloka. Kya tha ye shloka? What was the shloka all about? So at this point, Brahma, he said, he saw the situation of Valmiki. He heard the shloka also. And at that time he said, Tam uvacha tato Brahma Prahasan Muni Pongavam Shloka Eva Tvaya Baddho Natra Karya Vicharana. Brahma looked at Valmiki, Prahasan Muni Pongavam, and he smiled at Valmiki. Brahma might have told, Sab pata hai mujhe what happened? He smiled. And then he said, Shloka eva tvaya baddho. Actually, you have composed a shloka. Hey Valmiki, actually you have composed the shloka. Natra karya vicharana. Don't worry so much about it. And then at this point, Brahma said that this is the first shloka of Ramayana that you have composed. And this shloka that you have composed is not by your own desire, this was my desire. By my desire, you have composed the shloka and you have uttered the shloka. Now, I request you that whatever you have heard from Narada Muni, please write down all that. Please document all the several auspicious qualities of Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And whatever you write, that should be in accordance with what Narada Muni has spoken. A very important point for all of us, all the preachers especially. When we speak or when we write anything as preachers, we have to make sure that we speak or we write that which we have heard, which we have read. That's very, very important. In fact, even after hearing, we should make sure that we find out the reference and cross-check once. Very, very important. And there should be a time when we are sitting on the Vyasasana and every word that comes out from our mouth should have a reference in the Shastra. That is called as perfect preaching. We can do this activity if you want to test Prabhupada's as it is version of Bhagavad Gita. If you really want to test, you can do this. At least I have been doing it and it's very amazing. Every line of Prabhupada's Bhaktivedanta purport of Bhagavad Gita, you'll be able to find a reference. Either directly from Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu's commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, or it is a translation to some Bhagavatam shloka or some Upanishadic shloka, or it is some pastime given in Mahabharata, Ramayana and so on. This is Prabhupada's as it is thing. Even in the lectures that Prabhupada speaks, we can trace where Prabhupada is speaking from. That also can be traced. So what is the power of this as it is? Why is Brahma saying that you should present it as it is that you have heard from Narada Muni? What is the power of as it is? Power of as it is when the knowledge comes down in the parampara and say that that knowledge, if you are able to reproduce by speaking it as it is, so the power of or the blessings of the parampara, the potency of the parampara is there in that knowledge, in those words. And when you speak as it is, so not just words go into the ears of the person who is listening. Along with that, the potency of the parampara enters. And that's how the heart gets transformed. Therefore, all the preachers who really want to make some difference in this world, to help people to transform their hearts, then we have to speak things as it is. There should be a reference to what we speak. And it should be bona fide. And it's very important that we don't sing some movie songs sitting on the Vyasasana. Or we don't sing some modern shairi and this and that. That's all nonsense. Why that has to be spoken sitting on the Vyasas? Pure Krishna Katha as it is from Shastra. When someone speaks, oh, that will transform the hearts of people. Therefore, you'll see all the illustrious preachers in ISKCON. You hear their classes. Illustrious means those speakers, by whose speech we feel very inspired, our hearts get transformed. Such speakers. You will see that they are quoting directly from Shastra. They're not mixing things here and there. You'll be able to see that. They're not diluting the things also. So somehow this quality we need to imbibe. And if somehow if we're able to do that, I think we'll become an amazing instrument in the hands of Srila Prabhupada. We'll be able to transform the world as an instrument of Srila Prabhupada. And look at this. Brahma is saying, make sure that you present it as it is. Now, Valmiki might have a question. See, Narada Muni, he told a summary. And that was a very short summary. So how will I know other events? And Brahma is saying that you will be able to know all the events. All the events? Which events? Even those events which happened in private between Lord Ram and Maya Sita. All those events you will be able to see and you'll be able to document all that. And he blessed Narada Muni, and he also said something very important, that your words in this poem would never convey anything untrue. It will be the truth. After all, it will be about Lord Ram, who is a personification of truth, personification of Dharma. And naturally, everything will be the truth. And he said something very, very wonderful. Please repeat. Yavat sasyanti girayah Saritascha mahatale Tavad Ramayana katha Lokeshu pracha vrishyati. Brahma is saying, Girayah Saritah Mahitale. Till the point we have mountains and rivers on this planet, on this earth. Till that time, this Ramayana will be sung by everyone. This glorious Ramayana will be sung by everyone. And having said this, Lord Brahma disappeared from that place. In front of the eyes of Valmiki, he just suddenly disappeared. And now at this point, all the disciples were so happy, headed by Bharadwaj. Everyone was so happy, and all of them, they started chanting, Manishat Pratishtham Tvam Agama Shashwati Samaha Yat Krauncha Maithunadekam Avadhi Kama Mohitam. They all were singing, they were happy. Valmiki was happy. And in this way, Valmiki, he started composing verse after verse. They were all in the same meter, the same shloka meter. And like that, he composed 24,000 shlokas in Ramayana. And that's what is available for all of us now. Shri Valmiki Ramayana ki, Bhagwan Ramachandra ki. Class is not over. आज कितने खुश हो गए सब लोग, खत्म. क्या है इस श्लोका में? क्या है? What is the shloka all about? Why is he saying that this is the first shloka of Ramayana? How can first shloka of Ramayana be a curse? For next 20 minutes or so, let's analyze what is the shloka all about. See the lines. Nishad means hunter. Ma pratistham tvam agamaha. O hunter, may you never attain a fixed position. Pratistham. May you never attain a fixed position for enjoyment. So this is the curse that is given. For how many years? Shashwati samaha. For unlimited years to come. So this is what he said. And what is the reason? Why this curse you are giving it to me? Then he says, Yat krauncha maithuna dekam avadhi. You killed one of the krauncha birds, the male bird specifically. And what was the speciality of that bird? Kama mohita. It was overcome. It was absorbed in the sport of mating. At that time you have cursed. At that time you have killed. Therefore you have got this curse. So the acharyas, they are saying that this verse cannot be just a curse. It's not possible. This verse should be, since it's the first verse, you take up any book from the past, be it any Purana, Itihasa, or be it our Parampara Acharya is writing the book. The first few shlokas are called as Mangalacharan, the auspicious prayer. So this cannot be a curse, this should be a Mangalacharan. This is what the Acharya is saying. Now how is this Mangalacharan? Let's try to unlock that now. Yes, amazing this is. So the Acharya is saying, Nishad also means residence. And Ma, this word Ma, specifically in Shastra, refers to Mother Lakshmi. So Ma Nishad means the residence of Goddess of Fortune. Who is residence of Goddess of Fortune? Yes, Mahavishnu, Lord Ram here in this context. So he is addressing Lord Ram, Ma Nishad. And Pratishtha, one is position, fixed position. It also means glory. Pratishtha also means glory. Very simple. So the first line, if you see, Ma Nishat Pratishtham Tvam Agama Shashwati Samaha. O Lord Ram, May you attain glory, Pratishtham. For how many years? Shashwati. Shashwati is about unlimited years to come. For all the time. मजा आया कि नहीं? See, look at the twist, of this shloka. मा निशात प्रतिष्ठाम त्वम अघमा शाश्वती समान. अभी आपके मन में क्वेश्चन होगा, नेक्स्ट लाइन बताइए क्या ये क्रौंच काम मोहित बताइए. सर आचार्य सही यत क्रौंच मैथुनादेकम अवधि काम मोहित. So Krauncha Maithuna, Krauncha also means, that's a species of the bird. Krauncha also means crooked. And Maithuna means couple. So Krauncha Maithuna means crooked personalities. The most crooked personality in Ramayana was Ravan. So Ravan in Mandodari is referred to by Krauncha Maithuna. And look at the word Ekam. So one of the couple, Ekam, one of the couple, Kama Mohitam, was overcome by lust. Who was overcome by lust? Ravan was overcome by lust. And what did he do when he was overcome by lust? He kidnapped Maya Sita. He kidnapped Maya Sita. And therefore, he was Avadhi. He was killed by you, O Lord. So in this way, the second line would mean, you killed one of the member of the Rakshasa couple who was overcome by lust. Now put both the lines together. By killing Ravana, you, O residents of Goddess of Fortune, Lord Ram, you have protected three worlds. May you be victorious all the time. May your glory spread all the time. And in this way, our acharyas say, this is not a curse, this is invocation, Mangala Charan of Ramayana. How's that? Yes. अभी यहाँ रुकिए, अभी और भी है. So our acharyas, they also say that this verse is special because all the 7 cantos of Ramayana are hidden in this verse. आइए अभी explore करते हैं. Ma Nishad. What is Ma Nishad, I said? Nishad means residence. Ma means Lakshmi, goddess of fortune. So residence of goddess of fortune. Oh, residence of goddess of fortune. So we are talking about Lord Ram. Oh, residence of goddess of fortune. But when was that time when Lord became the residence of goddess of fortune in Ramayana? Only when he got married to Maya Sita. So our acharyas say these first 2 words, Ma Nishad, it talks about that event where Lord was going around with a Muni whose name was Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra, Lord Ram, Lakshman, they were all going around the forest. And finally they came to a place called Mithila. And there, our Lord, he did something very marvelous. So there was a huge bow that was kept. And there were a huge number of people, hundreds of people needed to move that bow from one place to another on wheels. And our Lord, he just asked Vishwamitra, can I go and see the bow? He went, he lifted the bow in one hand and then from the top, he pulled it down to string it. And while pulling it down, he broke it. See का मतलब होता है ये. Yes, I want to go and see the bow. Vishwamitra, go, see the bow. And he saw the bow. And that was the time when Janak Maharaj was so happy. Finally, I have got the right match for my daughter. And that was the time when Janak Maharaj proposed that I want to give my daughter in charity to you. And Lord Ram was quiet. Lord Ram, so dharmic personality, no? He said, only if my father gives permission. Then message was sent to Dashrath Maharaj. Dashrath Maharaj was very happy. There's another message that was sent that you have other 3 sons. Here 3 more daughters are there. Why don't you do marriage of all the 4? And in this way, the marriage took place. It was an amazing marriage ceremony, which we heard last year. Yes. And that is what is mentioned here. Ma Nishad. It points to the first canto of Ramayana called Balakand, where Lord Ram married Mother Sita. This is Ma Nishad. Then Pratishtham Tvam Agamaha. Pratishtha, glory. Agama, may you attain. So may you attain glory. Tell me, what was that glorious thing that happened in Ramayana, which is glorified a lot? Huh? What was the glorious thing for which Lord Ram is so much glorified? That is later. Following Dharma, that is what is glorified about Lord Ram. Can you imagine? You have been called and then you have been told that tomorrow you are going to become the king. And same night decision is changed. And tomorrow you'll go to forest. For how many years? 14 years. Do you all know what's the significance of 14 years? Anyone? Why 14 saal ka vanvas? See, 14 years. That time is a time where all the youthhood is spent. All the energy is gone in that 14 years. Yes. That's the time when people are so active. And in this way, we understand that purposely this was told so that the vital years of one's life is gone. So 14 years he was sent. When Kaikeyi asked the two boons to Dashrath Maharaj, first, I want Bharat to become the king. Dashrath Maharaj was okay. Second, I want Ram to go to forest for 14 years. Dashrath Maharaj fainted. Kuch bole nahi, he just fainted. He got up. He fell at the feet of Kaikeyi. He was holding the feet. You change the boon. I'll give you whatever you want. You change. She was not ready. She was adamant. And Dashrath Maharaj was cursing himself again and again and again. So at this point, when Kaikeyi told the minister, go and get Ram, Ram came. Lord Ram came. Now Dashrath Maharaj is sitting with tears in the eyes, and Kaikeyi is there, all confident in life. And now Lord Ram is asking, why my father is sitting like this? Oh, my dear mother. Because he would call Kaikeyi as Ma. Ma, why father is sitting like this, so sad? And at that time, she said, because I've asked him two boons, he said I'll give, and now he's saying he'll not give. What are the two boons? I asked Bharat should become the king. And Lord Ram said, wow, that's wonderful. He was very happy. Second, I want you to go to forest for 14 years. And at that time, Dashrath said, Ram, you say that you cannot do this. Ram, you say that you cannot do this. But what did Lord Ram say? I will do this because you have given a word, my dear father. And that time, Lord Ram left, and here Dashrath fainted. This is the glory of Lord, where here Dashrath himself is saying, say that you don't want to follow. Then Lakshman comes, and Lakshman got to know that Lord Ram is banished to forest for 14 years. You know what Lakshman said? Bhaiya, you tell me, I'll kill that Dashrath and put you on the throne. And at that time also Lord Ram, look at the glory of Lord. He said, no, you cannot speak like this about the Father. He has told something, we will do it. Again, when he went to Guha, King Guha and others in the forest, they were all ready to give all sorts of luxury for Lord Ram. He didn't accept. अभी देखिए फॉरेस्ट में जाने के बाद किसको पता चलने वाला है कहीं थोड़ी आएगी देखने के लिए but Lord Ram, look at his glory of following dharma. When he met King Guha, he asked for a place to sleep on the ground on grass. He asked for some gel, by which some plant liquid, to mat the entire hair. And he accepted only fruits. He never accepted cooked food, even when people were ready to give him cooked food. This is the glory of Lord. And other acharyas say, and this is all given by Sri Vaishnava acharyas, they say, Pratishtham Tvam Agamaha. It points to Ayodhya Kand, the Canto 2, where Lord Ram was sent out to forest and he followed the order of his father so gloriously. Manishat Pratishtham Tvam Agamaha Shashwati Samaha. For n number of years, something happened which is very much glorified. What happened in number of years? And what was that number in? What is that is glorified so much in Ramayana? Is those 14 years which Lord spent in the forest. Tell me, first place, where did Lord Ram go? First place. 1 year he stayed there. Oh, I'll tell everything. The first year, Lord Ram, Lakshman, Maya, Sita, they all stayed in Chitrakoot. After that, from there they went to Dandakaranya. For 10 years they stayed there. And from there they went to Panchavati. For 3 years they stayed there. And towards the end of 3 years, This mishap took place, and last 1 year went in searching for Mother Sita. Like this, 14 years total. Say na number 1, 3, 10. Yes, 14 years. Yes. So towards the end of this third year, all these events took place. That's how 14 years. So now, here, Shashwati Samaha, it talks about those glorious years of the Lord which he spent in the forest, pointing towards third canto, Aranya Kanda. All those pastimes which took place in the forest, Aranya Kanda. Shashwati Samaha. Krauncha Maithunad. Now this Krauncha Maithunad has got multiple meanings. Krauncha Maithunad. Krauncha, I said, is a species. Krauncha also means crooked. So there's another crooked couple. Crooked animal, a couple. Any guess? No, here, Ramayana. Crooked couple in Ramayana who was killed by Ram. Couple? Vali. Vali was the person, yes. So since he was crooked, Lord Ram also killed him in the same way. Yes. So now, this is Krauncha Maithuna talks about the couple Vali and Tara. Yes. Now, when Vali was there in the cave at that time, Sugriva, he took away Tara. Yes. But Vali, when he came back from the cave, then he was very furious. He was beating Sugriva like anything. And then he drove him away from there. He got back Tara. Not just Tara, he got back wife of Sugriva, Ruma also. He took them. So these people are very crooked. That's the point. So here, Krauncha Maithuna, it refers to this point, that how Lord Ram, he killed one of the crooked personality who was overcome by lust. Who was that? Vali. Vali was killed, was overcome by lust for Ruma. This is Krauncha Maithuna, Canto 4, Kishkinda Kanda. Krauncha Maithuna also means, Krauncha is crooked, Krauncha also means emaciated in Sanskrit. Emaciated. Emaciated couple. Which couple was emaciated? Which couple was distressed? In Ramayana, there's only one couple that was distressed. Yes, Lord Ram and Maya Sita, they were distressed. And specifically here, Krauncha Maithunad, and the next line that is there, Krauncha Maithunad, Ekam Avadhi Kama Mohitam. Ekam Avadhi, or was ready to live again. When Hanuman started singing the glories of Lord Ram. When Ram Katha started, that Ram Katha gave life back to Mother Sita. And that's how it is described here. Krauncha Maithuna specifically talks about Maya Sita's extreme pain that she was feeling in separation from Lord Ram. And this talks about the fifth canto, that is Sundarkand. In Sundarkand, this particular event is very beautifully glorified and described about Mother Sita's chastity and Mother Sita's painful separation from Lord Ram. Now again, let's go back to first Krauncha Maithuna. After the birds, we spoke about Ravana and Mandodari. Yes. So Krauncha Maithuna here refers to Mandodari and Ravana. How many times Mandodari went and told Ravana? How many times Mandodari went and told Ravana? See, for your information, Mandodari was not some ugly lady. She was extremely beautiful. But then Ravan was overcome by lust. And he wanted to enjoy the energy of the Lord. Yes. And when someone wants to enjoy the energy of the Lord, that person will be destroyed. How many times Mandodari went and she was convincing Ravan that give away Sita, you're just calling your own death. But he would not listen. He did not listen at all. So at this point, when this Krauncha Maithuna, one of them specifically, Eka Kama, what is that line? Ekam Avadhi Kama Mohitam. This personality, Kama Mohitam, Ravana, was overcome by lust. He was Avadhi, he was killed. He was killed by Lord Ram. I heard almost 7 days it took for the entire Yuddha to happen. 7th day, he was killed. Ravana was killed. And that was a time when all those females came and they were all crying. Mandodari was also there in that. Mandodari was saying, I told you, didn't listen. You didn't listen. And now you're going to hell. That's what the wise were telling there. So in this way, this particular Krauncha Maithunad, it refers to the canto 6, which is Yuddha Kand, when Ravan was killed. And finally, the last words, Kama Mohitam. So this two words, Kama Mohitam, it refers to that person who was overcome by lust, and Kama also refers to desire. So was overcome by desire. So there was one point towards the end of Lord Ram's pastimes. There was one event which was very, very painful that took place. And that is questioned so much by people in general also. Yes. So Mother Sita, she had a very intense desire. And her desire was, I want to go and see the wives of Dandakaranya forest sages. And this desire of hers separated her from the Lord. And that is a very, very painful incident that took place. And so much of talk is there around. Obviously, that's a different topic altogether to discuss elaborately. But one point in the topic has come, I would like to mention. See, when people say that Lord Ram banished Mother Sita, you know what? It was not fun for Lord Ram to banish Mother Sita. The pain that Mother Sita went through when she was separated from Lord Ram, similar pain Lord Ram went through. I also heard in another place that whenever Lord would sit for Yajna, there was a sort of deity that was made of Maya Sita, and that was kept beside him. If he really wanted to just remove her from that place, out of whatever reason that people talk about, why will he do all that? And he never got married again. Never. Like any other king, he never got married again. So one point is that this is the mode of our Lord. He was following Dharma. So before the personal relationship, according to Dharma Shastra, before the personal family relationship, so that's the Dharma that we have to follow, that the person should follow. Before that comes the Dharma that is above for people in general. So for Ram, Lord Ram, his Dharma of being the king was much more important than his Dharma of being a pati of one lady. And that was a time when there was so much of talk that was going on, that how did this king, he got that lady who was with someone else for 1 year? Only so that people will be able to follow the instructions of the Lord, and they'll all follow Dharma. Lord Ram sacrificed his own happiness. Can you imagine that? Yes. And now people are so foolish. They talk that Lord Ram did this and did that and whatever. There's some people who say, we hate Ram, we love Ravan. Yes. Surpanakhas will love Raman only. Yes. All Rakshasas will love Raman only. So in this way, we see that Maya Sita and Lord Ram got separated by this Kama Mohitam, this desire of Maya Sita. And this refers to the last canto, 7th canto, that is Uttarakanda. In this way, this verse is very, very special. This verse is not a curse. It's the Mangalacharan, the invocation prayer of Ramayana. And this verse also contains all the 7 cantos of Ramayana. So in this way, Valmiki, these great sages, even when they're angry and they speak something, Mangalacharan comes out. Yes. And when we are angry and when we speak something, even when we speak Mangalacharan, that will not be auspicious for sure. Yes. So this is the glorious, the Ramayana Shloka, which is an invocation hidden in the curse, which is all the cantos hidden in this verse. For the last time, we'll recite this shloka. And I'm going to ask who has memorized it. Manishat Pratishtham Tvam Agama Shashvati Samah Yat Krauncha Maithunadekam Avadhi Kama Mohitam Manishat Pratishtham Tvam Agama Shashvati Samah Yat Krauncha Maithunadekam अवधिकाममोहितम् मानिषात् प्रतिष्ठां त्वम् अगमा शाश्वती समाः यत्क्रौञ्च मैथुनादेकम् अवधिकाममोहितम्. So we'll have three Prabhujis chanting, then three Mataji, then we'll have Shloka test. Yes, Prabhujis.
Manisha Pratishtha Agama Shashwati Samaha Yatram Chamaipunadekam Avadi Kama Mohitam Manisha Pratishtha Agama Shashwati Samaha
Mataji. PPT हटाइए. अभी बोलिए कोई. Anyone? A simple shloka है बोल. One pro and one Mataji. Okay, you want to try? I'll help. I can see, you cannot see. Yes, sir, try.
Manisha Pratishtha
Manisha Pratishthatvam
Agama Shashwati Samaha
Agama Shashwati Sama
Yatramcha Maithunadekam
Yatramcha Maithunadekam
Avadi Kama Mohitam
Avadhikam Mohitam. Hari Om. You're from Bharadwaj. Any Mataji wants to try? I'll help, don't worry. Yes, Mataji. Manisha Pratishthatvam Agama Shashwati Sama Yatram Chamaipunadekam Avadhikam Mohitam. Very good. Yes. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Valmiki Ramayan ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions you want to ask?